So I own nearly all the LEGO Harry Potter minifigures, but even still, there's many key characters from the movies which LEGO haven't been bothered to make yet. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to be making 10 missed LEGO Harry Potter minifigures. Yeah, you'll have noticed that Professor McGonagall primarily wears black robes, apart from the first two movies where she wears bottle green robes. So why is it that every single Professor McGonagall minifigure ever made is wearing green robes? Let's fix that. I'm going to be using the dress and body of Bellatrix Lestrange from the 2010 Attack on the Burrow set with all the detailed printing, and putting McGonagall's modern head and hat piece on top to finally give us a pretty neat looking Professor McGonagall minifigure, which we really should have gotten an official variant of by now. Now, one thing I have come to learn about LEGO is they really enjoyed a Prisoner of Azkaban movie, and that's fair enough because in my opinion it is one of the best Harry Potter movies, but to like it so much to ensure that every single variant but just two of Sirius Black is wearing his prison clothes, which are only present for one phase of that specific movie, is ridiculous. Now, the two variants of Sirius Black which aren't wearing his prison attire were released in this year's 12 Grimmauld Place and Advent Calendar sets, one of which gives him an olive green jacket and the other giving him a sort of espresso coloured jacket, but I think we can do better. I'm going to try and accurately capture his more generic reddish brown jacket by using this torso piece featured in some of the old LEGO Hobbit sets. Then with some navy blue legs to add some contrast, I think we've just made ourselves a pretty neat looking Sirius Black minifigure which actually does the character justice, and if you like this minifigure then make sure you like this video. Now, we know about LEGO's favourite Harry Potter movie. Do you know what LEGO's least favourite Harry Potter film is? Ah yes, The Goblet of Fire. So many great scenes and moments, but yet so little representation from LEGO sets, and that's been reflected in the amount of key Goblet of Fire characters that never transitioned into LEGO figures. So the minifigures that I'm going to be recreating here is both Barty Crouch Sr. and Barty Crouch Jr. Now, Barty Crouch Sr. traditionally wears grey smart attire, which is what I'm going to suit him up in. He also wears a black bowler hat, and when you pair that all up with this headpiece with his iconic neat moustache, then the minifigure does start to represent him really well. With Barty Crouch Jr., with the power of the subscribe button, this minifigure ended up looking fantastic. Now, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows are a very dark couple of films, so it may come as no surprise to learn that LEGO has been very reluctant to produce playsets for these particular movies. And naturally, that has left many characters exclusive to these films failing to reach LEGO's list of Harry Potter minifigures. One of which is Rufus Scrimgeour, who was sworn in as Minister for Magic after Fudge's resignation. For this minifigure, I'm going to give him a nice royal blue clean suit with a golden pocket chain. The head I'm using is this sort of strict and serious looking expression, which I believe fits the character quite well, topped with some long brown hair, but not quite as long as Aberforth's hair, who also hasn't been made as a LEGO minifigure before until now. I'm going to reuse his brother's Albus Dumbledore's hair and beard piece, and it doesn't take long for you to see the resemblance to Aberforth Dumbledore. I would love for LEGO to make him as an official minifigure accompanied by an Ariana Dumbledore minifigure. I think that would just be fantastic. Maybe in a Hog's Head set or even a Battle of Hogwarts set. And now we get to the most desirable minifigures that LEGO has never made. These last minifigures, if made today, would be certainly the most popular minifigures that LEGO has ever made for the Harry Potter theme. Yep, you guessed it, the Marauders. If you don't know, the Marauders consist of Moony, Wormtail, Padfoot and Prongs, who are the founders and co-writers of the Marauders map. Now, to try and recreate these minifigures, it didn't end up being as difficult as you might imagine. I first gathered head and hair pieces which best closely matched the appearance of these characters, and simply paired them with the Gryffindor attire, as of course that was what the house of all these people were in at Hogwarts. I also made a bonus teenage Severus Snape minifigure for James to pick on.